Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today the video is all about a rubber plant. Everything you need to know about propagating a rubber plant. Like how much sunlight it requires, how much water it requires, where it has to be kept if it is kept indoors. So first of all, is it an indoor plant or an outdoor plant? See, no plant is an indoor plant. Every plant is an outdoor plant. But if you can give all the requirements for it to grow inside a house, so it is called as an indoor plant, nothing other than that. Okay, so talking about the rubber plant, this comes in two types. That is, one is the burgundy color, which you can see over here, and the second one is the variegated one. The variegated one is the green color one which you get, but the most famous one is this burgundy color because it looks very pretty and very beautiful. The first thing which I wanted to tell is, when you get this plant from the nursery to your home, don't repot it, because I know you'll be very excited, but you shouldn't repot it because it is a new home for that particular plant. So first of all, it adjusts to the climate, to the water, to the place where you have kept it. So don't repot it till at least 10 to 15 days till it adjusts to that particular atmosphere, and then only you have to repot it. This is the first basic rule for all the plants that I want to tell. So coming to the sunlight it requires, it doesn't require direct sunlight. So if you are keeping it in a direct sunlight, see here you can see the leaf has burnt completely. Okay, so if you're putting it in a direct sunlight, the leaves tend to burn. So whenever you're keeping it indoors, keep it just beside the window where you get indirect sunlight. Very dim light is also okay, it can survive in such kind of light also. So when you're keeping it outdoors, keep it in a shady place where it doesn't get the sun between 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock almost. So that is the kind of sunlight it requires. And this is a very hard plant if you see, so it doesn't die very easily, so you don't need to worry about it. So this is all about the sunlight it requires. Now the second point we are going to discuss is about the soil, what kind of soil it requires. So for rubber plant you need well drained soil. What is well drained soil again? So the soil whatever it requires has to be divided into three portions, 1:1:1. One is your garden soil, one is the sand, either river sand or the beach sand, both are okay, and the third one is the coco peat. So why we required coco peat is, it keeps the soil really very moist, and the sand helps in draining out all the water from the pot. It can be either river sand or it can be the beach sand, and the garden soil is obviously required for it. So that's the soil we talked about. And coming to the water facilities, so whenever you water the plant, you need to make sure that the water drains out from the bottom. You need to pour in such a way so that we make sure that every single tip of the root is watered. That's the way we have to water. If you're keeping it indoors, you just need to water once in 2 days or 3 days. That is enough, because this plant likes very moist soil. It doesn't like very dry soil. So if you keep it indoors, the soil is always moist and you don't need to water it very often. But yes, when you're keeping it outdoors, the soil is not moist. So what I prefer is half a mug of water every day is necessary to keep your plant really healthy. That's how you need to water it. Now talking about how you need to take care of this plant other than the sunlight, water and the soil, like fertilization. So a handful of vermicompost every month is very much needed for the plant, because see, we usually grow plants in a plastic pot. See, I have grown this in a plastic pot, this kind of pot. So when we pour water into this, the water drains out from the bottom, right? So along with the water, a lot of nutrients which are in the soil also tends to go out along with the water. So every month one handful of vermicompost is necessary for this 7 to 9 inches of pot. Okay, that's how you keep the soil very fertile. And the second thing, when you grow this plant, okay, for this height plant, you shouldn't always keep the pot very big, because see, even this is the pot I already have. This is a really bigger pot than this black one, but I don't use this to pot because this pot is bigger. Now the reason why I don't prefer a bigger pot is, when the pot is big, the roots get a lot of area to circulate or to expand itself. So the growth below the soil increases too much and it decreases the growth above the soil. That is the length, height, and the growth of the plant decreases. So keep it in a really small pot. So I guess 7 to 9 inches or 12 inches of pot is good enough for this particular rubber plant. Don't put in a very bigger plant. Now if you observe after an year or so that the roots are very heavy, it has expanded too much, then you can repot your plant. Until then, do not repot your rubber plant. So one small tip for everyone who are keeping the pots indoors: when you pour water, the water drains from the bottom, right? So what I do is, I have taken this pot, okay, this is a ceramic pot, but this is very heavy, so I cannot move the plant very often. So what I have done is, I kept it in a very small black color pot, and then I kept a small cup beneath it, and I am putting this in this particular ceramic pot. So totally it looks like this. So whatever water I pour inside the black pot gets stored and it doesn't look dirty inside the house. So this is how you need to keep your indoor plants. Now one best part about this particular rubber plant is the leaves are very shiny. If you see, this is a very baby leaf which has come. You can see it actually shines. See, as you know, it likes its soil to be moist. It also wants its leaves to be moist. So what you have to do is, every 3 days when you water the plant, just take a cloth, damp cloth, and clean the leaves of it so that it shines all the time and the leaves are also moist. Or else once in a while you can take the plant outside to the balcony and pour water, sprinkle water on the leaves. Either ways you can keep, so that the leaves and the soil, if both are moist, your plant is really healthy. So these are a few tips you need to follow when you're taking care of a rubber plant. The rubber plant grows very fast. It is not like those plants which grows really slow. So you don't need to worry about it if you are a plant lover or if you're a beginner basically. So you can get this plant and you can grow it very happily. It grows very fast, and yes, it grows very fast in summer, especially what I have seen is. So follow all the things whatever I have told and take care of the rubber plant, and you will fall in love with it. So if you like the video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and do share and give a like if you really like the video. Thank you so much, and let's meet in the next video.